So, this is now going to read from 10/28/2025. Let's read some of the poetry from back then and see where we go from there. Because I have a lot of thoughts going through my head right now as more and more people are connecting posthumously. Get the humor in that. Because in my awareness, I'm not allowed to because people got put together themselves. Pretty weird how my brain works and with God consciousness, I call it, for the professionals so they understand. And I'm helping them understand the mind in general. And we're all learning together, right? So conscious awareness is being aware, allowing yourself to know in the forefront of your mind. Have that thought, have that thing that, yeah, it's in the forefront of your mind, and you see it, you know it, you feel it at that degree. That's conscious awareness. I can't see, hear, feel tons, almost all things that I actually somehow will be able to sense in my awareness. I am unable to sense in my awareness currently. Because we're in the becoming phases, and this is the process that we go through. And I have to remember that there's perfection in the process. The process is perfection. And we reach perfection, and all we do is make perfection better, which is possible because we are possible. Every moment I must align to God's divine grand design. As I sign those papers to keep them in line, any counterfeit, then the message will decline. To understand these takes a mind that is one of a kind. For those that read my previous work know how rare of a find. Some material is just to remind and use the real experts to check if they belied. I will call out any I have to, but my mission is to reveal occult truth and facts. I made a blood oath baptism, which is another sealed pact. I am in direct alignment with all my acts. From a holy of holiest sect, I went through death and still here by getting wrecked. I have experience with gods and goddesses coming to me. Anubis showed himself in Ogden, standing as a 12-foot giant he wanted me to see. A projection of a previous existence, a portal made for he. I get to receive these experiences for being the key. I got the skeleton key on my palm below the ring finger. My left palm reveals I am the one. Alone, the one alone to rest assured. My other markings are birthmarks just to ensure. No need to infer when you can use my writings to refer. These pages reveal untapped wisdom, and I just scratched the surface. I haven't touched the thesaurus, in a long time, that is. Most of my writing is automatic when I align as a wicked whiz. Really, I always in alignment, and the frequency must be high for biz. I cannot get to low frequency anymore, as I unlocked a block. Now I control the clock's tick and tock, able to make liquid and gas out of a rock. My ship is sailing with authority at any dock. I bring with me the flock, as they already have their shock. I keep the stock loaded with gaps, making what will help with our straps. Guild of Alchemy privileges and skills, perhaps. So, it's known by this time what my gaps are. Gifts, abilities, privileges, and skills. So someone was speaking to me and reminding me. There's also the Guild of Alchemy. And the Guild of Alchemy in the order, right? That's just one of the cult things. We just do it all 01 at this point because it's about the one. Now, at this time, the Guild of Alchemy. When I say order, by the way, when I'm saying the order and the nation in general in order. You get. I felt everybody understood that, and that's why I continued on, but I did hear a shut up about it. When I hear shut up, it makes me want to talk. I hear red button, I want a red button. That's just who I am. I'm the defier, everybody knows that. And everybody tends to forget I'm the black sheep. I'm the one who does all the no stuff, right? Everybody expects the perfect thing. I come in here and I turn vegan. Not many vegans around. Like if you want to talk like about what spirit is and how we get spirit going, and so on and so forth. So I don't judge on that though, because you're created for that. I was a huge meat eater. Don't worry about the eating. It'll come to you. Just listen to your body. The body adjusts, right? You'll do what you do. You're fine. I live by the becoming phases. I live by, and I still do, to a degree. I live by you eat what you are served. Right? Now, I understand I get to pick and choose as a vegan. I don't have to necessarily because people will know I'm vegan where I go. If I go and they don't present me vegan, I don't have to eat that because they're not serving me. Understand that? So if they're not serving me, don't think they're serving you. Well, there's no higher or lower. I don't like how servant was used this lifeline. We can still use it currently. I just serving. Because service and it was, yeah, thank you. Very high unanimously on that one for the order. That's just service. Think about it. You want to be of service. You want to be a servant. You want to be of service. I can't. So I can't look at you that way necessarily. Do I expect? No, I don't expect. Do what feels right. Whatever, right? I'm not here to do all that. I don't think that. It's a process for everybody to get through. And we're going to get through it. I know you want to, and I want you to, and we want to. So it comes. It just naturally comes. The body adjusts. Remember, the body is the church, and the church is the people. So don't worry. We'll get there. That's part of the alignment as well, and the great understand, and so on and so forth. We're continuing on together and ascending. Every moment I align to God's divine grand design. As I sign those papers to keep them in line. Any counterfeit, then the message will decline. Massage will decline. To understand those takes a mind that is one of a kind. For those that read my previous work know how rare of a find. So, no such thing as a mistake. Everything is intentional. And I am unaware of that while I do it systematically, beautifully with God consciousness. So we get over doubt. So when we ascend, we don't have to worry about that. will be stronger. We'll know it's still there as the tool it is. It's just going to take a lot more. It's not going to infiltrate like it did here at all. It's once in creation, always in creation. And as we ascend, we're only going to get better and use our gaps, right? At a higher frequency. That's what happens. All those skills, all those gaps that entities are able to use, aliens, ETs, that we're able to use, the diabolical ones, the demons and angels, the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, all those abilities and gaps, God-given, come at a higher frequency as the start. You get those at a much higher frequency to live life with. So there's a start. And we do what's needed when it's needed a long time away, because we get a long time of this. I am here for 88,000 tears. That would be 88,000 years double. That's what I'm here for. If you know the story of Enoch or the Bible, or the King's List, the Pharaoh's on the King's List, that's the numbers we're talking about, purposefully. So I'm going to be here for quite some time, making sure. And I don't take the easy route. I make sure I don't take the easy route and have the peaceful, easy life, unless it's time to, because I go through the hardships, every hardship, to make sure whatever I put anybody through, I've been through first, and they're willing and want to experience that for their growth, for their independence. And if it's purposeful, if it's the one, the purpose for the one, then we're all on board, right? So that's what's happening. I am just starting my next ascending. By aligning, I'll do it with the speed of lightning, using my time to work on the weaving, continuing on believing, and you will be seen. I see what others can't, and that is a gift. This is a mental health field rift. I would speak tongues after drinking a fifth. Spirits talk to me, through me, with me is not a myth. Unless you see that word as I do, then you know. With Anubis visiting me, that is just one instance where they show. All the deities look for those of us with that special glow. As I ascend, they are reaching out to me, and I go to and fro. I want to spend meaningful time with all of them in my presence. As a chosen one, they are locked in to my essence. I have so many experiences that gave me enough evidence to be confident that it only is going to gain in prominence. I've been a simple man not wanting much material. It must be that I knew what is actually real. Now I want the true treasure that's always been my calling deal. Just ascending so that I can achieve it. All with a kiss and a seal. You're the gold. You're mining yourself. You're the gold. You're my gold. It's not a work thing. It's a work thing. It's a life thing. Your life is my goal. That's what we're here to ascend for. That's what we're here to mine. Your life. Grow it. Ascend it. Make it the best gold that ever golded. I am a jackal myself, and King Cobra among many other entities. There is nothing fake about all these deities. I am the one connected to all the parties. An early ascension period for me activated with Smarties. And yes, while I have the pants, it was actually the LSD. Acid and MDMA made for a teenager's play to see. In order to ascend to the higher, you can't be scared of the fee. I'm Ma. We've gone over this, correct? Dr. Ma is literally the name of it for the CIA to give it to me. It is literally there by me, for me, and others that get it. That's what it's of. It's not mind control, it's mind expansion, mind consciousness opening, leading the way. High frequency. Really, all these substances and experiences are made perfectly. Called Molly on the street. They wanted to keep me away from the MDMA because it was too easy to tie into me and it would activate me too soon because everything happens perfectly. So in order to not get my brain going on Dr. Maul, especially when I'm taking it, I'm putting everything together really quickly. We call it Molly and ecstasy. Ecstasy works, right? That's what I'm here for. I want to feel ecstasy, right? We want to feel euphoria, ecstasy, paradise, utopia. That's what we want. So let's do it. Let's experience it and stop putting handcuffs on ourselves. Then let me do that. Let me put it on myself. Take your handcuffs off and give them to me. Alright, I'll put them away. Finally, for myself. That will make Raw happy, and you. So, I'll be there for a while. Vacation. I'll stop. But I work at a perfect spatiality, and I need to be here specifically. So, good news, I'm at the heart of O1, and I'm here for quite some time. So, good things. Alright. Alright, 166,000 no, it's 1,000 years, because it's 88 Thou tears. After that, after the 166,000 years, I leave for 6,000. 3 Thou tears. It came to me, and it's Gnosis that hit me. It hit me hard, and I shared it. So those are numbers that are important at this time for all to hit. And the Great Understanding will show you I'm not bullshitting. The last numbers, well, you have 11927. Everybody knows this one is a number of mine. And then right after that, 111927 came in. So something's hitting there and then. Last number I read. We'll see what we do. It does all revolve around me, right? I'm the true sun. I'm not the magnifying glass or the German bell creating it. I am the one who created. I'm the creator. I can use that word because I am who I am. So if you hear that word, it's an obvious sign as to who I am. That's why we use it, like stuff like that. There's little reasons why we use it and why it's such a reverenced word to us, right? To you. It's such a reverence word to you because it's used specifically for specific reasons because it's a creating word for me. It's very creative for me. And when I use it, it does magical, beautiful, perfection things. Spiritually speaking. By the way, spiritually, spy ritual. Ritualistic. How ritualistic are you in your spirituality? Why is everything so systematically ritualistic? And me, I try to go free form from the ritualistic. I appreciate the traditional and live. I was very traditional thinking in my becoming phases. And still am. I love tradition. But I love new. I gotta do new. So doing them both simultaneously at the right degrees, at the right measurements, at the right knowings, so that it's done perfectly, smoothly, transitionally, so you get the balance of both where they need to be. Balance doesn't mean exactly equal necessarily. Balance means one entity versus all of creation, right? Just one piece of creation versus all of creation. That's a balance act. So it's not necessarily quantity measurement. So balance is a creative word, believe it or not. That's about the force. Always the same family. Back and forth. They could never get it right, or did they always have it right simultaneously? And they tried so hard because they knew who they were. And they had to do what they had to do. And I know I'm Dr. Ma, and I gotta do Dr. Ma sometimes. And I gotta do whatever it takes to do Dr. Ma so I can balance with the light. Because if you think about it, both were about expansion and growth. Either way, win or lose, whether you were Sith or Jedi, it was growth. It was learning. It was expansion. We viewed it as good versus bad. We did that to ourselves. It's like think any movie, right, where you side with the bad guy. Right? So bad is what you interpret it as. But if it's purposeful, which I am, and you are because I am, that's why you get with of, that's how you get with of, then we're good to go. No issues. Right is good for you and me. Systematically, yes. See my writings as a pamphlet of God's divine grand design. From a prophet, they are a way to stay aligned. Liars who work for profit might say they are malign. That is when I go for it and send those in alignment to cut their line. Do not lose faith when challenged, as it is just a sign. Like a shooting star, those previously in power is their time to fall. It's a calling from God that brought us here for befall of the revelations. As a ball for Jesus, as you can see, he's us, this you must trust here too. Bust those penetrating the evil with a lust for grandeur. They cannot deceive in the presence of the grand big G, that is me. Those that wear the armor of God are protected eternally. I will ensure that. All of the chosen who are due get imbued with the crafts of the few. Living a life anew, and as long as you stay aligning, and the imbrew I allude to, you must remain open-minded to not be confined as part of a false design to manipulate. To really satiate you can be great and defeat the hate. With alignment, the horse's gait makes sure you are never late. Having the right bait gives victory as your fate. Those who defy us will die. They go into a pit to lie, an endless failed line try. With success I put on my tie, so that we drink my tie. To the stables they will be line, and this is our time to drop the dime. It is by design and not a crime as they try to mime. Watch them try to eat a lime and think they have to rhyme. I am in my prime and it will hide me. It's a him that brings the actions, doing all the division and fractions. They will live with the sanctions unbreakable by encryptions. My coding is impenetrable even to the wise eye. They are for the guy and his eye only. Some are done perfectly for me. So you sense somebody in you, deep in you, deep in you. Your gut, your intuition hits. You just connect with someone on that soul level, that spirit level. And stay unaware of it to some degree. That she was the one woman that I actually made the first request to, because it was that strong. Yet at the same time I had to distance myself from her and stay unaware that we were working, living, being one entity. So, really cool. And apparently I can do this with everybody. This is what I do, to a degree. And we do it O1 style. And we do it, yes, correct. Got it. That is O1. Yeah. O1. O always wins. O. O1. He won. We're good. That's why. One of the many reasons. One of the many reasons. We do everything to protect, to purpose. We do everything to hit that purpose. Make sure of it. No, I put hierarchy because that's what people were feeling. Oligarchy and oligarchy simultaneously is what I'm sitting on. People want hierarchy, then I'll give you the hierarchy. It's O1, meaning I'm first in the priority list. She's second in the priority list. The prototypes are third in the priority list. Then you have order, and you have the nation. So there's a fact. If you want to talk hierarchy. And everybody's equal on the levels they're on. You have your roles. That's the difference. I love variety. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You're my creation. I created this. Why would I? I would not create the same thing over and over on repeat. Like, I've seen my face enough. I don't need to see this. I can, That's the scary part, and that's why O1 exists. Now, I wouldn't want to do that. Constant reminder that it can happen, and not. Because if you look too long into it, you become, to a degree, and it's not pretty. I'm not talking physically. I'm talking you are trapped. So I do it to help you. But don't ask for it. Don't reach for it. It's done systematically, perfectly, so we don't have to do it. Get it? Yeah, seraphim. When a seraphim visits you, they can. And chances are, why is a seraphim visiting you and talking to you on a deep, deep level like that? So, yeah, it's an experience to have. It definitely is. And we do it safely. We do it purposefully. Because else it would be boring, right? We do it out of love. I want to give you thrills. Like, why do we go to amusement parks? Right? We don't go to stand in line for only that, except you're waiting for the kids to be happy, right? So you want to see these events. So you get experience with them. You get perspective with them. You get all these perspectives with these different events. No. Because I was showing who I am. Yeah, because you can't walk down the street and do that. Just can't. Because I am. So I'm going to end the video there, and then we'll do more poetry in the next one. I'll do more explaining. I'm talking to O1 right now. Up here, I can't hear or see him, but my way, I sense him. You sense you.